Well, that worked out. Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to day 82 of the Icelandic volcano eruptions. I better check. Can you guys hear me in the chat there? Give me a quick thumbs up if you can hear me okay. And hopefully you can. And wow, this is just pouring out of there again. Let's see. I don't see any thumbs. Yes. Thank you, doctor. Okay, yes, cool. You guys can hear me. Excellent. Anyway, wow. We're seeing some good stuff. Okay, there we go. That's telling me I've got audio happening. and we've got lava happening. Gotta love the lava. Look at that stuff just pour out of there. Just makes you put out a cup and get a whole little jug there and swig her back. Not too loud or too quiet. Okay, excellent, Robert. Anyway, we'll go through a very quick roll call here, and of course, welcome back, Arizona Snowman. Glad to have you back on board, and make sure you got that big stick tonight. Let's see who else is in here. We've got Frank McLeod is back. Robert Brisbane is back, and glad to have you guys on board at Gary's Variety Channel. Good evening all, he says, and yes, indeed, it is a good evening, and welcome, Gary. Jeffrey Anderson is also here. Sue Hayes, welcome, Doc, and everyone. Okay, Jeffrey said I was watching the volcano stream earlier, and there was an 18-minute break between eruptions followed by a 4-minute break. Sounds like something's cooking downstairs. Somebody's playing with the plumbing. Alan Coker is also here. Welcome back, Alan. Rodney Barstow, welcome. Glad to have you back on board. Juliet is here. Hi. Just lurking before bedtime. Okay, Juliet, no worries. Serpenplexing is back. Glad to have you on board. Aloha, Dawn. Got you there. Chuckster is back with a double thumbs up, I see. Okay, just going up here. Kevin Haynes, welcome back. Let's see, who else? Did I miss anyone? Going up the ladder real quick here. Kevin Haynes, I got. Mary Putney, welcome back, Mary. Glad to have you on board, of course. I think I said Chuckster already. Okay, let's see. Anita Assad, welcome back. Kevin Haynes, I think I might have had you down there. Dan Campbell, welcome. Glad to have you guys on board. And let's see, I think that's it. We're right at the top. We'll go right down to the bottom. And I see there's a whole bunch more names there. Don Magni. I have trouble. Hi from Canary Islands. Oh, you're out in the Canary Islands. Well, nice to have you here, Don. So we're really covering the planet. Excellent stuff. Roxy is also back. Sue Hayes is here. Robert Dowdy, welcome, guys. Also, Marbecco is back. Dina, guten Abend. Glad to have you back as well. Sandra Schneider. I hope Snyder. I want to keep saying Schneider, but it's Snyder. Okay, my apologies. Anyway, welcome. Angela is back as well. Glad to have you here. Necessary Evil is also here. Welcome. Ken Hodgson, John Doe. Let's see. Jonah is back. Welcome back, Jonah, from Iceland, the land of the volcanoes. Daryl Wank is back as well. Glad to have you back on board. Oz is here. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else in between here? I think I got most of you. Anyway, I'm sure there's going to be some more that are sliding in here that I do miss, but Echo Debat and Andy Corey, DJ Puff the Third just popped in. Welcome, guys. Also, Mark Voller. Glad to have you on board. And let's see. Now, I heard there was a few people heading to Iceland. And I forgot who it actually was in chat on one of the other videos, or on yesterday's stream video after the fact. But he was telling me that he was going to Iceland in a week or so. So we may get some extra feedback from a good said person. Anyway, let's see who else just popped in. Annie is here. Penny Lane also popped in. Welcome back, Penny Lane. Let's see, Spion Claw is back. Mark Thomas is back. Glad to have you guys all coming back on board here. Alan LaRosa is also back. Good to have you here. Let's see, I think that's got most of you guys for right now. Anyway, it's a lovely day, a very, very lovely day. Karen Kredic is also back in the chat. So, good to have you all here. And anyway, it just finished erupting. I just wanted to pop around all the cameras real quick to kind of take a look. And again, I was fairly busy today, so I didn't get too much of a time to deal with everything. Anyway, looking at cam 1 here from our original view, you can see where the lava had spilled out, and you can also see how far it's gotten there when it's spilled, and we don't really see that in the other shot that we were just looking at. So we have some big spillage, and of course that is decimating the backside of what's left of Bob, and that is unfortunate. So Bob is getting buried the rest of the way. And let's go here. So this is the other side. This is the visor camera, and of course still looking pretty whitish, but it almost looks greenish right now with the tinge in there. And we see some of the spillover on the back side here as well. So very, very cool. Let's keep moving on to the next one. So I'm sure that was YouTube telling me I'm live again. All right, so now with this fine picture, I don't know if you noticed the double line up in the front here. We didn't have that yesterday when we look. So we got one ridge here, and then we got another ridge here. So that's another layer of lava that came over top. So this area is building up as well. And again, what there were estimates of anywhere from 15 to 30 meters up here in these areas, and in some spots I'm sure it's getting higher than that. So very, very cool to see that increasing. Let's see, there's a couple more people popped in here. Zoe is back. Let's see who else. Maybe that was the only one. Oh, Ellen or Andy Coley, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Let's see who else. Paul Cullen is here. Welcome. And Ireland. Cool. Glad to have you here from Ireland. So we're covering the globe again. So excellent stuff. Denzel is also here. Very good evening to you, Denzel. Pistol Pete, hey, hey neighbor. Anyway, close. He lives here somewhere close to me. I don't know how close, but somewhere in the city. Anyway, I think we got most of you guys that popped in. If I did miss you, I do apologize. I will try to catch you on when you say something like electric dog. Welcome back. Grapevine has new video on reaching terminal stage of development. All signs point to shield volcano. Shield volcano. Really? You mean one of those that'll last for years and years and years? That could happen here. It honestly could. This definitely could turn into a complete shield volcano. We'll see. Volcano height is now almost 300 meters and 642 meters in width. Thanks to Truth Above All. Wow, that is getting going. Uh-oh, Pistol Pete's on the south side. If I yell out the window, just listen, Pistol Pete. You might hear me. Anyway, all cool. Very good. So, and something actually, I kind of skipped over my own intro here. I'm DrFox2000. I'm located in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And I typically would say 4,000 miles away from the Icelandic volcano. But in fact, I'm only 3,152 miles away, or just slightly over 5,000 kilometers. So I just wanted to make that distinction, okay? Not to, cut numbers or anything anywhere. Anyway, I'm your host, and we are indeed watching our day 72 of the Icelandic volcano eruptions. If this thing is turning into a beautiful little shield volcano, it'll be really awesome to see. And, those things can be long-term, very, very long-term. Show Dr. Fox some love. Yeah, hit those love buttons. Definitely. If you haven't given it a thumbs up yet, by all means, please consider doing that. And we love you forever for it. Anyway, I'm going through the other views here that I wanted to go through and kind of do a little bit of a recap. But we're going to do a little bit of a recap maybe after the next eruption. And it's not cooking quite yet, but it looks pretty awesome there. So we will get back to that view shortly. And I want to see what the rest of the views are really looking like. And we want a split view for a second. That looks not too bad. Okay, we'll get it back here. And anyway, so yeah, a lot of interesting things, but really not too much brand new stuff. The bacon. We're gonna go look at the bacon cams. The bacon cam. Definitely it's going to be interesting. I see this thing is erupting again, and I think that's perfect timing. It looks pretty good. Erupt. Yeah, Andy C is also here. Welcome. Dr. Fox, are you on the new pic setup now? Or no, not on the new PC yet. No, that's going to happen. Today is Wednesday. That's going to happen Friday night after the stream is when I'm going to tear my desk apart, and that's when that's going to happen. It's a nightmare, but it's got to happen. I have to do it. So I have to. I got a lot of work to do. Put it that way, because I'm not just dealing with one stream. I'm going to be dealing with two of them, and getting all the equipment in the right place and going the right direction is going to be an adventure, to say the least. So anyway, wow, look at this lava just pouring out. And we see on cam 3 there, we see the lava pouring out the backside. So and it's just pouring like crazy. That would be this guy, cam 3. I'm just going to put numbers on here so nobody gets confused, and we should be okay with that. So wow, how do those cables get so tangled? Yeah, it's the gremlins behind there, R. Kelly Coker. Don't you have gremlins in your house that twist the cables around and tie them in knots? And never mind. Oh, yes, it is. That is a whopping amount. Now, On cam 3, that looks pretty awesome as it's just sitting on the backside like that. And we know that that's not going down in a tube. That's just going to sit there, and that's going to add more bulk to the volcano. So it is literally building itself a bigger body, if you will. And if it continues to do that and continues to shoot that out, we will indeed have something that very much so resembles exactly that, a shield volcano. So I'm not the guy who says that, though. We're going to let it go with that. But this is what it's looking like anyway, guys. So very, very cool, which is actually opposite of what it actually is. It is very, very hot. The lighter colored areas that you see that are almost white, please bear in mind those are about 1200 degrees Celsius, which is almost 2200 Fahrenheit. And any color that is darker, like you get into the yellows, you're going to start to lose temperature, so you may be 1100 there, and once it's orange or reddish, down to 1900, that kind of thing. So you can kind of gauge it that way, and your black material will probably form fairly quickly, especially when we see raindrops dancing on the cameras. That's going to tell you what will happen, right? So we're going to get a coated material a lot faster. And it's kind of evident with what we see there. The blackening is fairly quick on top of that lava that's now exposed. So pretty cool, pretty awesome. I think we'll just let that cool down just a little bit before we slide over to the other one, and we'll watch it on this one, I think, because that is just, that's a lot of lava coming out of there. And if we look over on the left-hand side, you really can't even see Bob anymore. And for those who don't know, Bob was right here. I'm not sure if that's Bob or if that's lava that splashed over top of Bob, but that's where he was. So we did see from the other angle that there was just a little jagged line left there. So definitely gone completely. Date, what date? They measure it once a week. I'm not sure what date. I do not know the date. I think it might have been 7th or 6th or something. Okay, let's see. All right. Anyway, I wanted to pop over to this other video here, wherever I lined it up. I got to double check now. And I do believe, well, I'm going to try to split this. It should be here. Okay, so what we were talking about before was the other day, this is kind of to recap what went on. A few days back, on day 75, they had a fairly long or lengthy eruption that put out a fairly large volume, and then again another eruption, a very short duration after it of basically what we call regular size. So things are changing in the plumbing again, and today again we've had some erratic behavior in the timing of the volcano. So then it could be what? 2 thumbs up, and could hear Dr. Fox groaning all the way to South Carolina. Holy mackerel! Hey, did you hear that? That was YouTube telling me that I'm live. That's 20 minutes into streaming. They finally told me I'm live. Isn't that fantastic? I'm glad they have that efficiency. Anyway, okay, that's not where I wanted to go. Okay, what happened to where I wanted to go? Anyway. This is our beautiful volcano, of course, on the 3D map. And if we go back there, we can kind of investigate that a little bit while we're here. So it's still obviously in the same place. We know that the saddle here has been breached. We know that this berm had been breached. The other thing that we were concerned with is how much further did it get up here in Meridalia, and we know that the lava flow had spread out in here, but we don't have that on the new maps yet. So the other thing that was of interest when we had that chart on yesterday, of course, the 4 type display or comparison shot, and I will try to bring that back up, but we have the hot spot on here. And we also noticed that this was curved around and that was mighty hot right in here. Now this was a deeper area, or deeper pool, if you will. So I'm not sure, but the heat here almost looked the same as the heat here. And we will take another look at that in a few minutes. I'm trying to find where I put my other thing, though. I had it lined up and... things that just disappear magically. It's the gremlins that got it. Is it maybe over here? Yeah, it's over here. Okay, found the right place. And let's see what we can do here, if I can find it in my multiple windows open. Where do I have it open? Oh, there it is, way at the end. Okay, so bringing that one forward, we're going to play this. So this is from on the 8th, of course, and that was at just after midnight is when they started doing the bacon show. Anyway, the lava flow, this is a time lapse, and the lava flow, you can see it coming down. It really does look pretty awesome. But what I want you to keep an eye on, of course, is the foreground area where you can see that that rock get buried by the fresh lava, and that's the one. You can see one in the lava edge there, and then of course you see one a little further up towards the camera. It's the one that's sitting right at the edge of the lava. Yeah, nice flow. Hope it continues. Yes, and here comes the thin lava, or skinny lava as we say. And it's flowing like crazy, and it continues on. So hi Robert. I said Robin, it's Robert Williams. Thanks for popping in, glad to have you on board. Andy C is also here, and let's get us back over to a different view. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse. I thought it was pretty awesome. So you know, and they did a pretty good job with that. So let's see, why is this thing not, it's buffering for me. It's buffering. It shouldn't be buffering. Okay, there we go. And got that fixed. Siggy is here today. What? It's no Sig. I didn't see Siggy yet, Rodney. No Siggy yet. Anyway, Paulzilla is also here. Cheryl Ann is here. Rodney is here. So welcome, guys. Glad to have you back on board. And we are at day 82. We just watched that video, and I thought that was a pretty cool video. So really awesome. You know, watching that time lapse and the bacon strips, if you will, down the hill. Very cool. Let's see, who else popped in? Penny Dar. Hello, just found your channel. Well, welcome, Penny. Glad to have you on board. I think there's another Penny in the chat. So glad to have you on. And it is day 82 here of the Icelandic volcano eruptions. And as far as I know, I'm the only live stream guy that is actually throwing narration onto the stream. to help out with understanding and things like that. I do not claim to be an expert. I am an amateur geologist as well as a prospector, but I do love looking at volcanoes, do love the idea of streaming them, and we try to work with educating people. So it's always fun to have this. This is a beautiful hobby to have, and I love doing this. A few more people popped in. Rick is back. Glad to have you here. Greg from Delaware. Glad to have you on board, Greg. Good to see you there. John Doe came back. Any news of local authorities are doing some save the cable and the road? Okay, I don't know if you had the opportunity to watch Gutentag's video about what they were doing to save the cable, the fiber optic cable there, John Doe. But I'll get to that in a second. I'm just going to go up here just real quick. Kevin Haynes is here. Let's see, who else did I miss? Firestorm, that's who I was looking at. Welcome back. Glad to have you on board. I think I got Roxy earlier, and yeah, I think we got most of you guys. Okay. Anyway, though, John Doe, if you go over to Gutentag's channel there, he did actually have a video that he made about how they were burying the fiber optic cable 2 meters down, which is a lot further down than what it was. So they are putting it further down in the ground after they did their tests up on the hill. And wow, look at that lava just pouring out of there, guys. Holy mackerel. Anyway, sorry, I get a little sidetracked now and again. It's, you know, the old squirrel syndrome. Except for that's not a squirrel. Wow. Anyway, getting back to the thing about the fiber optic cable. So he did show the trenchers out there, and they were actually burying the cable. And what I was saying about the berms, the berms were actually used to test out the temperature variance down in the ground to see if a fiber optic cable would survive and at what height. And they figured out, well, where they put it was not bad. And so I think they went a little further than what they did originally, and they buried the new cable at 2 meters down. And if you're from North America, that's about 6 feet and a little bit. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, as far as the road, we don't know what's going to happen with the road. Haven't seen anybody say anything about putting any berms up or anything like that. So if we let's see if I can kind of split the screen here for a second for myself and get my workspace in order, we can kind of show you how it's going to exit in the valley. Now, we just watched that video, of course, that showed our material. Anyway, it showed how that stuff was flowing down the hill and heading towards the camera, and I just wanted to show you what happens after it leaves, or when it gets when that Haggy is full, where it's going to leave. So this will kind of give you an idea. That is the little coulee on the it would be, I guess, the western side, southwest side of the valley, and that's where it would come out, and that's the location we're looking at now. So basically it would follow the path right down the road there and exit out and fan out beyond that. And then I'm just waiting for my screen to catch up here so I can kind of draw on here and say where the road is. And that road, and it's very hard to see, but the road is somewhere over here going there. Okay, and from what I understood, the fiber optic cable was somewhere close by it, and I may be actually on the fiber optic cable. There was like a service road over there, if I recall, is what they developed or built, or that service road may even be a little bit further that way yet. But when you looked at that Guten Talks video, that's what it basically portrayed. So just to give you an idea, right? Anyway, I want to get back here. We just missed this eruption. I guess that's all right. Let's have another look at the general overview here to see what we got flowing. And I don't see anything too scary happening right now. And down in the valley, let's see what we got down there. And come on, change. Okay, valley is looking pretty dark and grim. Not too much. Of course, we don't see any bacon today, unfortunately. So very interesting to see that. Draw a dragon to get the lava hook looking like it's breathing fire. No, well, we'll deal with that later. Anyway, I'm going to leave it on this screen for now. There was a couple questions here, and I didn't miss them. Chris Johnson made a comment here. The black spot spot at the top of the volcano in Cam 3 was pouring lava earlier today. Looked like a tube with an entrance below the side. Yeah, there's a few holes in there. And I don't know, I think we made this our... Oh, okay, Cam 3. So somewhere, I'm not sure exactly where that spot would have been. But I did see some leaks coming out up here too. And it looked like there were some holes in there. And I'm not exactly sure. But I was noticing that earlier, once this cools off, there were some holes over here. Little sprouts that when the eruption started, all of a sudden you'd see lava spurting out, which is kind of weird. But I'm not sure where over here they were. But we do see a lot more lava hanging there, right? So spillage. We'll get rid of that. Put my numbers back on here real quick. I'm looking at my clock, guys. It says that I've been streaming half an hour already. And actually it says 37 minutes on the other one, but that's okay. And I do need to take my break. So hopefully for now, you have the cold Pepsi calling. Oh, excellent. Thanks, Gary's Variety Channel. Appreciate the super chat. And yes, I've got a cold Pepsi calling, and it is break time. So unfortunately, no bacon this time, just Pepsi. And did I not tell you guys that? I had bacon the other day while I was eating or having my break. I was chomping on bits of bacon, never mind. Those guys who haven't hit that like button yet, hey, come on. I see there's 288 guys in here. We got 151 likes. There's a problem with that. Come on, please hit that like button. It really, really does help the channel out because the analytics of YouTube, do the churning in the right way if those likes go up. So please help us out, and we are trying to grow a community here. Also, if you haven't subscribed and you like what you're hearing, you like what you're seeing, by all means, bop that fox down in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Hit that subscribe button. Bop on the bell as well. And that way you'll get the notifications. Just to let you know, I did put in under the in the stream description underneath your screen there what the times are, so you guys won't have too much trouble finding it. And I do need to reiterate, and I should have done this half an hour ago already, but if you are watching this stream now, it will say either top chat or live chat, which is the normal for a live stream. If you see it say top chat or live chat and then the word replay behind it, so top chat replay, that means you are watching a stream that has already finished. So if it's already finished, you cannot make comments in the chat box. You can make comments underneath in the regular, just like any other video, in the regular comments below. So on that friendly note, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm going to be back in about 5 minutes, and we'll see you then. Don't go away. Okay, guys and girls, I turn the microphone back on, and welcome to those who are just popping into the stream now. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm an amateur geologist and a prospector. I am not an expert in volcanoes, but I do have a fair understanding. We do have a lot of very smart people in the chat. If you do have a question, by all means, do put it in the chat. If you want to address it to me directly, please put DrFox2000, just like it says in the stream title, all in as one word. Don't put any periods or dots or dashes between things. That way it turns red in my screen. I do watch in the studio screen, which is different than a normal stream that you would watch, where you have a white background or whatever color you choose. Anyway, it makes it a little easier for me to see that message, and pops out a little bit better. So, and yes, just like what Truth Above All just did now, and that just turned red for me there, and I had no problem catching it right on. Right ones in the right order. Anyway, let's see who else popped in. RK Irish, welcome. Nags Heads, North Carolina. Okay. Glad to have you here. Let's see, did I miss anyone else going up here? Anyway, if I did miss you guys, fear not. I did catch one there that was a salvo. Please read the guidelines down below the chat, just so you understand things here. We do run a fairly clean channel. Lottery is a tax for dumb people. Well, let's not worry about that, okay? Yeah, deleted. Fortis, let's not be belittling anyone. All right, we keep it lighthearted here, please. But I understand what you're saying totally, okay? It's not necessarily that, because there are some real big winners out there. So it is what it is. Everybody has their own little vice. Anyhow, lovely lava flowing out of there again. Amoeba on the screen. Yes, there's a few of them. They're wiggling around. I think they're excited by all that lava. They're really moving. Brown Warrior, the UK what? The UK lottery is run by a Canadian Heritage Fund. Huh. I wonder if they're taxing us taxpayers for that. We're probably paying for it. Brown Warrior. Tim Long also popped in here. That front wall where the lava spills out, it seems to have really built up. Yes, it sure has. A few days ago there, when they first got this camera view on, that area was just a little kind of a ski ramp, if you will, and fairly thin. And the majority of what was coming off of there before was very thin and going into the tubes really, really quickly, and you didn't have a lot of spillage. And now we're getting more spillage. Those tubes are being inundated with the larger volumes, I guess. So it looks like we've got a little bit more. Dr. Fox probably are ping. Yeah, that's right. Angela, retired banker. Okay, so she knows, she's got an in, she knows all this stuff. Let's see what else we got on the screen here. Looks like 5 main tube entrances on the left and right, and 3 in a row down the middle. Yeah, and you know what? When it started though, Chris, what I noticed, there was any little crack that was there. If the lava could start flowing into it, it seemed to do that, and it's almost like that area had cooled off and opened a little bit of a crack, and the lava started pouring down into it. And I thought that was pretty cool, pretty awesome. So. Very interesting. Bank of Iceland chopper rides. Financing chopper rides? Oh, really? Cool. I didn't realize that they were that expensive that they had to finance them. Wow. Well, if that's a way to make money, why not? Anyway, guys, if you like what you're seeing on the screen so far, let's see if we can get those 191 likes up to the 200 mark. Would really, really be cool. So if you haven't hit that like button yet, by all means, give it a shot. Also, if you're new to the stream and you want to see more of these wonderful streams, and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that if we've earned your subscription today. Also, if you need to know the times of the actual streams, you can look under the screen there and see in the description, I guess is what it is. Sorry, lack of wordage there. In the description, the times are listed when the streams are actually happening. So if you guys are new, you can have a look at that. Even some of the people who've been here for a while may still need to have a look at that. Nevertheless, it gives you exactly when we are on here and running with our good folks. And the guys that really make the whole stream possible is all of you. Each and every one of you that has come in here is part of this stream. You know, whether I look at Andy C or Paul Zilla or Tom Flynn with a thumbs up, you know, it's all of you guys that have put everything in here to make this go. So if it wasn't for you guys, this stream wouldn't exist. So thank you very much to each and every one of you, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so having said that, let's see. There's a couple things that people were talking about. Dr. Fox, that wall on the left of the volcano seems it's getting weaker on the left side. Yes, it's starting to wear down, but you know, it seems to be rebuilding itself a little bit every time, and then we're getting more flow over top of it as it cools, and it's kind of hard to say, is this thing actually going to break, right? So we got to just keep an eye on it. And basically that's what we are right now, is observers to see what's going on and what is happening. So very cool to see it. Angela says, Dr. Fox, wish they'd bring the cam back a little. That tube we see actually comes out just below. Yes, and that's what I was looking at, and I'm just going to pop over to our cam 1 view. And unfortunately, because of the rain happening, it is very blurry right now. But the area that we're talking about, so that camera is up here somewhere on the hill. I don't know exactly where X marks the spot, but it's there somewhere. And of course, it's looking that way into the monster's mouth, for lack of better words. But the area that we were kind of looking at is this stuff down here, and you know, that stuff is going down. Some of that is actually just spillage over top, but some of it further down here is starting to pop up, and that's what is being fed in there and is coming out down in here somewhere. And if you notice, this level again has risen even more than it was before. So it's going to keep going up. If this is a true shield volcano, this whole area is going to keep flooding out. The lava is going to be up here, okay? And the cone will build. It'll probably broaden out even more, and it will continue to rise in stature. And it will probably have a cutaway here somewhere, an exit point. But that again, it can basically repair itself. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to say that's for sure. So kind of just surmising the future, guys. Let's see if we can get back into this. RUV News reports there is a continuous pond in the crater that only drops 20 meters between eruptions. Oh, okay, that is very interesting. Crayons, you like my crayons? I want faster crayons. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button yet, don't forget to do that, please. Also, if you have a community tab and you can share the stream out, that would really be appreciated as well. So that's always great to have. So gets a few more people in here, and we really like having people in here. You guys are actually what makes the stream. So the more the merrier, and the happier we are. I'm going to put it back on our other cam though, because that is a much more beautiful view. And here we can see some of those hot spots, and I don't know if my whiteboard will work in a second or not. Okay, There, it should be working now. So this guy here, when I seen not this last eruption, but the one before, it was actually squirting out of there. So that's something to keep an eye on, and it looks really cool when it does that. So okay, I got 210. That's half of 420. Halfway there, guys. Halfway to the bacon. Excellent. All right. Shared on Facebook the other day. Okay. Appreciate that. Always comes in handy and gets a few more new faces in, and I love to watch the stream grow, you guys. And it is an excellent stream. So can you see the lady of lava with her shawl over her shoulder, over her left shoulder? The lady of lava with her shawl over her left shoulder. I'm not gonna say I can see it. I can't see it. Says 278 in Australia. S. Roberts, welcome. Good to have you on board there, Simo. And great to see you again there. Let's see, did I miss anyone else coming in? James Bond, waking, breaking, bacon. Okay, cool. Crayons are disappearing rapidly. They're turning into platoons. Okay, cool. They see things again. Oh, come on. Everybody has a very interesting level of pareidolia, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be concerned with. Actually, pareidolia can be a very good skill for some people, to be able to see things a lot quicker than others and recognize them and figure out what they are. They may have their brain working and saying, okay, it's this, and this, but no, hang on, wait, I'm still looking, oh, it's actually this. So their brain is working, computing out to see what is what. So if you do see something, whether it's a mermaid or an evil face or something like that, it's just your brain telling you it's still working, guys. There's nothing wrong with it. All right? Just so you know. And everybody does it. Absolutely everyone, right? So when we say, some people say, well, we see amoeba rolling around on the lens of the camera. We all know they're water drops, guys. But it's fun to say they're amoeba because they are moving. So very cool. Anyway, Jacqueline Stevens is also here. Do we know the path of lava is straight down, or is it possible in tunnels at different angles? It will be. It will be at different angles. Okay, but as far as when it enters the mouth of the holes, what we see, it drops pretty much straight in. But that can be angled down very quickly underneath there. So we don't know how far of a drop it has, but I would surmise that it's a big angle, and of course fairly steep though, and that's going to turn around and give it a little bit of velocity to move on. Plus, the pressure behind it of more material pushing down that tube. It's really going to give it some oomph to get out into those other areas and keep pushing and raising up that existing lava bed. So it is a very, very interesting thing with these lava tubes underneath there. So as the material on top cools off, okay, it will actually be breaking up a little bit, and it'll actually form that lighter crust on top, and that liquid lava, which is going to be a lot heavier and hotter, it's going to flow underneath. So basically make its own coated tubes inside, just like a pipe. those things can go for miles, you know. And again, it depends on what the material in the lava is, amongst other things, you know, because that's going to slow it down or speed it up. The more liquefied, likely the more faster it'll go. And as I mentioned before, when we see this lovely color on the screen like what we're seeing now, the very whitish looking areas of lava, that's about 1200 degrees Celsius. And once it gets down into the oranges and the reds, you know, we're dropping pretty quick. Orange is going to be 1,000. Reds will start to be 800 to 900 somewhere. And once we get down to the purplish black areas, you're probably 700, 600, somewhere in those areas of temperature in Celsius. So it is pretty cool, pretty awesome. And I'm really glad this thing is pumping out so much lava. This is going to be really cool. I want to see things happening. Anyway, I'm going to just check around the cameras real quick here. Wanted to see if we see anything in the valley yet. And no, the valley still looks pretty dark, guys. So no bacon strips yet. We're hoping that lava's pouring out of there, or we got to get something going on. So what I'm going to do is I will take a little break here, since it is that time. I'm watching the clock carefully, and I will. We have UFOs on the screen. UFOs? Where? I missed them. Unidentified flying objects. They're sampling the lava for us. They're going to send us a report, right? Richard Schultz, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Let's see. David Taylor also popped back in. Good evening, David. Glad to have you here. It's me, or is it Rag producing more lava? Maybe it's you. I don't know what the flow rate tonight is. As far as the last I heard, it was still 12.4 cubic meters per second. But if anybody's got any updates, I'm all ears. No, I'm not. I'm willing to listen. Let's put it that way. Anyway, I'm going to put it back to our monster here and let you guys feast upon that. And I'm going to take another little Pepsi break, since I did fill up the bucket when I went on last break here, so it's still nice and cool, and it'll wet my whistle. Anyway, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please don't forget to do that. Also, if you're new, you haven't subscribed, consider doing that if we've earned your subscription. And please, if you need more information, don't hesitate to ask in the chat. But if you ask me a question while I'm going on break, it's not really going to help you. But you can ask to everybody else. Hopefully somebody else can answer. If it's a really technical question about, you know, the volcano or geology, we do have some very, very smart guys in the chat. So feel free to throw that in there. Anyway, little break time. Don't go away, guys. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I will be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, I turned the microphone back on a little early here. I did have a drink, but I will have another swig here in a few seconds. I did see a question in here from Solar Van Life. Solar Van Life, I do have a question for you. Are you the guys, was it you and your girlfriend up in, I don't know if it was up in the Yukon or Alaska with your van? I'm just wondering if that was you guys. And you had a whole bunch of videos on that. I thought they were pretty neat, some of them. Anyway, how wide of an area, lava area is it? Okay, they were saying that the cone is now, what is it, 600 and some meters in width, if I recall correctly. So I'm going to give you a ballpark of what we're seeing here on the screen. It is about 600 meters wide as far as the cone itself. Now, distance from the hill to the center is going to be a little bit more tricky as far as being able to tell that. And I'm going to get my stream going again here. Nope, different van lifer. Okay, different. All right. No worries, no worries. I just figured I'd ask because there's several different ones. Anyway, not a worries. Not worried. 240. Hey, we're going to hit 240. All right, guys. Hey, guys and gals. I'm driving, so sorry. Hey, Siggy, you shouldn't even be typing if you're driving. Don't just listen to the stream. Don't worry about it. We'll praise you with all good things. Yeah, I'm not sure the distance from the cone over. So it's from the cone to the camera, because I don't know the exact position of the camera. Unfortunately, I mean, we know it's on Theater Hill. We know it's on the edge there, but I don't know exact placement. Not yet, anyway. We're gonna find out where exactly it's located. You know, we'll have to get an X marks the spot kind of thing. So we'll see what we can do with that for you. Eruption X. Yeah, that is pretty awesome. It's an awesome eruption. So yep, the eyes came out, and after it seen that it was coast is clear, now comes the big mustache. As it's flowing on both sides. Man, that thing is just pouring out. And I really do have to wonder about the volume that is still coming out of there. That is just tremendous. And I would like to see the new numbers once we get some out there. Anyway, if you guys are loving what you're seeing, please lava that like button. And if you haven't done a lava on the subscription yet, please hit that as well. And our friends, the amoebas going by on the camera screen there, you can really enjoy them, and hopefully they're speedy and they keep right on going and get off our screen. I think the heat may have something to do with them disappearing and going down. It could also be gravity, but you know, you never know. Anyway, it does look pretty awesome. Dinkle Storm Chaser's back. Hey, glad to have you on board. Hot smash the thumbs up button. Yeah, just don't burn yourself, guys. Just don't burn yourself. Lard, yeah. No kidding, guys. It is awesome. 420, 420, 421. That almost rhymes. Let's see, who else has popped in that I didn't see? Scotty P, welcome back. Got you in here anyway. I'm pulling into the test shop. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you're driving, because pulling your car into the test shop might be a little straining. I know. Punny. Laura Rennie is here as well. Very good evening, and thank you for joining us. This is a whole event keeps getting more and more beautiful. It is fantastic. I wish they would pull that camera back just a little bit as far as the zoom on the lens. They may be zoomed right out because this is actually quite massive. So when we look at the screen, so what if we got a width of 500 or 600 meters? That's big. That's half a kilometer wide of an eruption. That's a lot of lava. Okay, or even if that's just a quarter of a kilometer wide, that's a lot of lava coming out at once. So I'm curious as all get out how much is actually coming out. Volcano lovers, how we doing this day? We are doing beautiful, thanks. I see a few more rest stop. Oh, I thought you said test stop. Okay, you're resting. Then you can join the screens. Oh boy, I get my merds wixed. Starting to balk backwards. It's all this 12 mumbles, guys. I gotta speak a little bit better and more clearly. Anyway, Siggy, glad to have you there. Nick says 12.9 cubic meters per second. And okay, so 12.9, that's interesting. I'm not sure why it looks like more, but should be really cool. Anyway, I did want to kind of do a few shout outs here for people who have popped in the stream as well as people who aren't here, and it doesn't really matter, but you guys all seen Siggy in the chat. Now Siggy is one of those good people who is Gary and Karen of PA, thank you very much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. It says, we appreciate you. Keep streaming. I will. That's my passion and my goal is to make this much bigger and much better. And we're going to keep going and doing the best we can. Anyway, I was doing a little bit of a shout out here for Siggy and the landowners who actually own the property that this Ragnarok monster is on. And now if it turns into a full-blown shield volcano and keeps growing for 15 or 20 years, the volcano is 2.88 kilometers wide. I thought the cone was 640 meters wide, something like that. Okay, that's oh no, that's the volcano, the lava flow, Pistol Pete. That's the lava flow area. That's how much lava has poured out. Okay, in the numbers. But the cone itself is at 640 kilometers wide. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. Siggy and the rest of the owners, of course, of this wonderful land have this, as Siggy calls it, his little hellhole growing out of the middle of the land there, and it's turning into a monster. Okay, I thought it would not get this big this quickly, but this thing is growing and growing and growing. And it keeps on going and going and going. What is going to happen when this thing, we're at 82, day 82 now. Even in, by day 100, this thing is going to be another 200 or 300 meters wider. It's going to be massive. It's just incredible. 300 meters high. And width is 642 meters. So that's truth above all. Just had the measurements there. That is just massive. But I'm still losing what I was doing here. I was trying to kind of talk about a few people here. So the landowners, we appreciate them letting everyone onto the land and view this wonderful event. And it is really a once-in-a-lifetime event to be able to follow this through. So hats off to the landowners. Really appreciate you guys letting everyone on here, doing their wonderful thing. I also want to give special thanks to ruv.is, mbl.is, and visor.is for providing these great feeds. Some of the views are just absolutely gorgeous, like this one right here, and this, of course, is mbl.is. Laura Rennie, wish I could do more. You deserve it. Oh man, you really didn't even have to do that, Laura, and I do appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. And just so you guys know, yeah, you're not obligated in any way, shape, or form to drop any super chats. I do appreciate it. I definitely will use the funds towards improving my streaming, as you know, I just spent $2,200 on a new computer, so you know, things will work out. So I do appreciate that, though, and thank you kindly for the super chat. Anyway, carrying on with the rest of what I was talking about, we talked about Siggy, the good man. He's got like kisses all over him, hearts, and I'm glad he's pulled over in a rest stop watching this. So really, really cool. Also, a couple other guys that I wanted to mention here, and of course it's Diane Craig. You didn't have to, but thank you. I appreciate that. Really awesome to see. The group that's out there that is keeping everyone safe, and that's Search and Rescue, Icelandic Search and Rescue, a volunteer group. Hats off to them. Thank God they haven't had to deal with anything major or nasty, you know, beyond like what we consider minor things in the this kind of business. You know, where you have a live event like this. You know, it's basically been nobody has gotten to the point where they've been losing lives or anything like that. So very cool. Anyway, I just wanted to say thanks to all those super chatters. Really do appreciate that, guys. It is not necessarily by any means, but I do appreciate it, and thank you very much. Rob RLC says, just popped through. Evening, everyone. The distance from the cam on Theater Hill to the crater is almost exactly 400 meters. Thank you very much, Rob. That is a question we had, and it is now answered. So from the cone edge to where it is on Theater Hill is 400 meters away. So that gives you a pretty good idea of how wide this thing is and how far back. So we're almost half a kilometer away from it, and it's still covering majority of the screen, guys. So you got to understand, it is huge. It is huge. Every string like 5 pounds, but it doesn't allow my back. Okay. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about any of those. You really don't have to super chat. I do appreciate the support and the help, but you don't have to. So don't feel obligated, guys. You know, for those who can and have the means, it's nice. But then again, like I say, if you know, if you need bread and butter on your table, okay. I'm not in a bad position. I have a pretty decent job, so I'm good with that. Sorry, the crater center, not the edge of the cone. Oh, okay. So if that is in fact correct, and we know that the crater center is okay. Well, okay, if the crater is a diameter, the base of the crater is a diameter of 642 meters, that measurement wouldn't work out because that means the camera would be on the edge of the crater. Sorry, I'm doing quick math here, guys, and yeah. So if that is yeah. Anyway, it's still going to be fairly close. Probably about 300 meters or something. Heather Wilson from Roxy. Oh, you didn't need to. You didn't need to. But thanks, thanks, Roxy, Heather. Glad you guys did that. But yeah, like I said before, it's not necessarily necessary by any means here. So just so you know, and as I mentioned, you know, I do have a decent occupation and a good paycheck. So, but I do appreciate the help, and you know, I do have expenses that do come along with this, like buying the new computer. A little bit, yeah. It's okay. We'll get over that, but it's all good. It's just a improvement time. So anyway, a few more people popped in here. I just wanted to say hi to you guys as well. Let's see, Laura, we got you, of course. Brand Ball, hello all, and hello Dr. Fox. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Kirsty is back. Kirsty Roden, welcome back, and thank you for being here. Attic Otter is here. Gonna make a great mountain bike. You know what? You could label it Ragnar Rock. You make a mountain bike that says Ragnar Rock on it, and a mountain bike trail in 30 years. Attic, I don't know if you want to put money on that, because you know, this, if it is what it is, this thing may not be over in 30 years. Just saying. So that's pretty cool. Really, really cool. Ronnie Rhino is back. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, Anita Coulard, and I'm not going to try that last name. Is the camera about 1,400 feet from the crater? No, the camera is not that far from the crater. The camera, even if it was 400 meters, that'd only be 1,200 feet. But we're thinking it's a bunch less. It's probably about 250 to 300 meters if we start looking at it. And if that's the case, that's still 600, 700 feet away. I'll maybe have to do a little kind of a trial and error on a map and see what we can come up with. Truth above all, Dr. Fox, you mean I won't get any sleep for 30 years? Oh, didn't you know you had to change your sleep cycle? Back Camp 55, good evening, and glad to have you on board. Also, another new face, Leo Carlson. Yes, good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Glad to have you here, Leo from Melbourne. We are getting all around the world. This is excellent. We had people from the Canary Islands, Germany, Holland, Denmark, I think, Ireland, of course, from Iceland. We've got the United States, we got Canada, we've got Australia. So we're covering the globe. I don't know, did we have some South Americans in here? Yesterday we had people from Brazil. So just wanted to know if we get, South Africa. Barend is from South Africa, so we got that place covered too. Very, very cool. So we've got all the continents covered here this time around. And very, very cool. Let's see. Saf London Baby. Dinkle Storm Chaser. We know you're in Holland. I can see those clogs on your feet. Anyway, glad to have you on board. Mold in 1999. Ontario, Canada. Glad to have you here. So very good. Truth above all, he's from Mars, of course. The distance between Bob and Flo is about 770 meters. Who said crater was as wide as XXX? I'm not sure. The 642 meters in width, and I kind of have a problem with that number too. Because how did we get that wide? Because that is a whole bunch wider. You know, now that you mention that, maybe that's feet. If we divide that by 3, 642 divide by 3, that'll give us a couple hundred meters wide. That makes more sense if it was that, but I don't know. I'm not sure who it was that said that, actually, or was it where'd he go there? The guy from Mars. I don't know, maybe we shouldn't believe the guy from Mars. Anyway, guys, the eyes are peering at us and they're starting to cry, and it looks pretty awesome. I'm loving every moment of this. If you're new to the chat, you haven't hit that like button yet, guys, please consider hitting that like button if you love what you're seeing and enjoying the stream. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, you want to see more of this stuff, you can certainly bop the fox in the nose down in the bottom right hand corner of your screen so you don't even have to look anywhere else, and hit that subscribe button. Makes it real easy. If you want to know the times and dates that we're on, well, we do stream daily, and of course if you look down in the description below the stream, you can find out what times we actually are on. Now I'm getting close to the half-hour mark here, and my voice is starting to crack a little, and I feel that, and starting to heat up, so I'm going to take a break in a few minutes here. Anyway, Zoe asked, do you think some of the old tubes are clogged? I saw another vid that estimated about 200 meters wide. Okay, so estimated the cone to be about 200 meters wide. That would make more sense, right? It really would. And if that is the case, then the camera being 300 to 400 meters away would be fairly accurate. So, okay, you know, with what we're seeing on the screen, that's still a pretty big volcano, though. And that's a lot of lava coming out of there. Look at that. That is, wow. That is just pouring. Just pouring like crazy. Okay, what's it say here? Gary's Variety Channel. So they say inside the crater is the size of a football pitch, which is about 120 meters. There's the answer. So, okay, if it's 120 meters on the inside, so yeah, if you count the outer walls and everything, yeah, you're probably at 200 meters. And yeah, that's kind of the deductive reasoning that we've come up with. Weather in UK taking a turn this evening, same system as the one hitting Iceland right now. I can practically smell the sulfur. Oh boy. Well, yeah, you better have a mask on then. Get your gas masks out. Anyway, I wanted to just quickly welcome a few more people that have actually popped in here that I missed earlier. Let's see, who was it? MS was here. Who else watches volcanoes every day after work is done? Me, pick me. I do. Echo the Bot is from Jupiter. All right, that's cool. Glad you're from Jupiter. Lewis Bilton is here. Yes, that definitely is a gusher. Milky, this is 400 meters away. Okay, so if it is indeed 400 meters away, and the diameter of the outside of the cone, we're looking at 200 meters, that would be a little bit more in proportion, I think, to what we were considering earlier. Anyway, going back up the list here, a couple more Karen Craddock, I think I already got you in there, but welcome back anyway. Who else did I miss? Rebecca Patterson, glad to have you back. Let's see, who else? Ken Hodgson is in here as well. Good to have you back. And I think for right now, I'm going to leave it at those people. And thank you, everyone. Ethel, welcome as well. And I'm going to take a little bit of a break since we are very close to that point in time. Before I run, though, just to go back through things, I'm your host, DrFox2000. And we are watching day 82 of the live streaming of the volcano happening down in or up in Iceland, depending on where you are, down, up, sideways. And this is the Nathagi Valley, very dark looking right now, so we're not going to go to that scene too much. Just wanted to, yes, I heard it, Rob, and I just wanted to have a quick peek. I see our visor camera is not updating, as it's still showing the same thing it did a while ago. I'll have to fix that. We will go back to here, see our valley shot, or is it? No, that is that camera. Okay. Something going on with that camera. And look at how lit up that is in the distance. That. And, you know, now you can actually see how wide that thing is gotten. And it is really, really building out. It's going to cover that whole valley up. It's going to do that. That material is rising really quickly. So pretty awesome to see. Anyway, I'm going to put it back to our most favorite screen right now. And this is the lovely lava stream. And we will leave it right there. Bobby Joe just giggling away. Glad you're happy. Mark Bass is also here. Tim Hortons is more like Dunkin' Donuts, I thought. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts is much better than Tim Hortons. Ah, come on now. In my opinion, I have to just say that. Even though I'm in Canada, I prefer Dunkin' Donuts over Tim Hortons. Okay, guys, I'm going to take that break. So don't anyone go away. If you haven't hit that like button yet and you like what you're seeing, what you're hearing, by all means do. Let's see if we can get that thing over 300 anyway. It's sitting at 293 right now, so a few more to get it over that 300 mark really help out. And in the meantime, I am going to do that break. And before I lose my voice, it's starting to go. It's going to crack. Oh, just about one more thumbs up. Oh, there we go. We got it. All right. I'll be back, guys. Okay, guys, I've turned the microphone back on. Oh my God, Andy C, you're gonna turn around. That bot's gonna nail you with a wrench pretty soon. Careful, careful. Just don't antagonize him. He'll be okay. Just, you know, those keywords that you keep putting in there that trigger that. So be nice to the bot. Don't abuse the bot. He's there for a little bit of fun. So it's all good. Anyway, we had some wonderful new people pop into the chat here. I missed some of the names. Let's see, where are we here? Oh boy, where'd it go? I was watching all the other stuff go by. Majestic, beyond, above, beyond, top secret, classified. Okay, welcome. This merger super volcano, much worse than Yellowstone in the U.S. and Rome. There's an okay, 10 times more powerful, and could catch the Earth on fire. Okay, the merger super volcano. Yeah, actually, I've heard of it, and yeah, I don't want that one going off either. Mark Bass, I think I might have seen you earlier there, but welcome anyway. Ravinder Singh Thakur, is that, I don't know, Thakur, if that's how I said it right there. Each year in the past, Iceland's witnessed such a volcano, I don't know. Not every year. They had some interesting stuff going on in the past, of course. 2010 was when a lot of the aviation was shut down and stuff like that due to a lot of volcanic output. Anyway, going back up the ladder, a few more people that I see here. Marv Austin has popped in. Welcome, Marv. Glad to have you on here. Let's see, who else slipped in here while I wasn't looking? Let's see, James Bong. No, I got you already. Diane Craig. My TV is buffering. Your TV? How come your TV is buffering? Enigmatic Bird is back. Thanks for flying in. I see the rat face pointing left. Ah, okay, sort of. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Very interesting. Dale Clayton is also back. Glad to have you on board. Let's see who else popped in. I got Robert Brisbane. Sal S.A. Welcome. Nice to have you on board here. Great to have a okay, barbecue there. Yeah, it's a big barbecue, all right. Bring your steaks. Bring your steaks. We'll take good care of them for you. I'm sure we can feed an army. Let's see, who else? Chris Johnson, I think I got you on there before. Todd Anderson is back as well. Glad to have you guys popping in here. Night Shift is also here. Very cool. And let's see. I think I got most of you there. Anyway, if I didn't see you or mention your name, I do apologize. I try to say hi to each and every one of you guys because it's each and every one of you that actually makes this stream go and makes it popular and makes things move along. So glad to have you in here. Guys like Okie Dokie, who is fairly new. Welcome, Hugh Blackburn. Glad to have you back as well. So, you know, I do try to catch all of you guys as you're popping in. Dale M., good to have you here. Let's see, who else has popped in? I think I got Angela. Yeah, Angela. Angela's always here. She likes it here. I got 66548P. Welcome. Numbers are interesting. Don't know what they mean, but good to have you on board anyway. And look at that thing just go. Man, is that just piling out of there. That is just an awesome amount of of lava pouring out. Wow. Orion is back. I want a shout out. Orion, you want a shout out? Orion is here. Shout out, Orion. Bad timing. Kinda, but we're okay with that. You got your shout out. Orion is here. Bandit is also here. Welcome back, Bandit. I'm glad to have you on board. C. John 316. Where is this going? The lava is going in 3 or 4 different directions here. We have flow going back into the original Galdingadar. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Tom, you made me do this. I had it down earlier. I was trying to say Galdingadar. And of course I try it now, and of course I have a real problem with it for some reason. Anyway, so we have a lot of the lava heading back into the original valley, as well as we have stuff flowing right through the top side of what they call the No Name Valley, which is actually southern Meridalier. And then, of course, it's also flowing off to northeastern side there, or the Meridalier, the northern one. So, as well as we have some split-offs that are pushing that the so-called southern Meridalier, or No Name Valley, as you guys know it, does have a lot of lava tubes in underneath it, and it is allowing the flow to get all the way down into Nat Haggy. So that's kind of where it's at. So call it Katinga. Hearing you fighting with just never gets old. You know, Rob, I sit here by myself, and of course, like a fool, I'm talking to myself, and I practice saying it. And of course, it comes out smooth as just the way it's supposed to, with the way the guys are telling me to say it. And then I go to read the darn thing, and my brain stops, and I forget what that word is. It just blows me away. Oh, man. Anyway, since this is kind of stopped or put on the park brakes, Rob kind of mentioned something here real quick about showing the size of the football pitch within the crater, and we will do that just for kicks, so you can kind of get a guesstimate on how big this thing is. And the inside of the cone really hasn't changed a super large amount. The outside certainly has grown and gotten more girth to it. But this is a very good demonstration of what you're actually looking at size-wise, even though the shape is slightly different now from what it was. So you can still put in a pretty big area inside there. So when you're looking at it and you start seeing that lava pouring out, you know, that lava is pouring out at a very, very large amount in one eruption. And very cool to see that. Anyway, I didn't want to dwell on that too much. Let's see, a few other people are here, and we've got, who else is here? Oh, come on, let's go back to the live. Volcano. We want to see things are cooking again. I see cooking things. All right, Truth Above All, bacon for the doc for another great live stream. Thank you. Appreciate that, Truth Above All. Very, very cool. Glad to have you here. Nat Haggy is night pasture, if that helps. Nat Haggy, okay. thank you, okie dokie. That kind of helps putting it onto a little bit of a perspective. And again, thanks for the super chats, guys. All of you really do appreciate it. Although, as I said, it's not necessary. But we do appreciate them, and we'll put them to good use. My French teacher sang lessons as an experiment. Final experiment was a breeze humming to remember. Another half of the brain helps. Yeah, actually, Brian Crown, I will kind of qualify that a little bit with when I learned Morse code. I needed to figure out something, and you probably heard me doing this before. Oh, here comes the eyes. The eyes are scary. Anyway, when I learned Morse code, one of the ways to learn it, of course, they said, well, if you're driving by a sign, run it through your head and try to spell out the sign in Morse code. And then I ended up coming home, and I actually started singing Morse code for a while, and it was pretty interesting. But it did really, really teach me to get that Morse code up in speed. So the singing part definitely is something that has value to it. So if somebody wants to try, then they can push it. Anyway, we're looking at a lovely eruption here. This is just tremendous. Yes, Arizona Snowman, you are so right. That left arm there is going down and putting more stuff on Bob. Bob is under pressure. Bob is under pressure. What time span between eruptions tonight? Actually, I haven't been doing the timing. 10 to 12 minutes, I think, is what was mentioned earlier. Oh, there's one now. Actually, Dale just said it. Wow, these eruptions are coming a little faster than 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, yeah. So, but they're still, I think they're somewhere around 10 minutes apart. Like 9 or 10 minutes is what I was seeing earlier. So this is kind of okay. Roxy says that one was 7 minutes. Okay, cool, Roxy. Thank you for timing it out. UFO checking out the eruption. Oh, did I miss something? I didn't know we had a UFO checking out the eruption. Although that would be pretty cool. After all, it is a tourist volcano. So if you want to swing by. Now, I think there may be, if the UFO wants to land, I think they got to turn around, pay some landing fees or something to Siggy and the boys, though. So, like maybe a power generator or, an alien ashtray or something. I don't know. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, so I think I might have not had enough of a break here, but I'm gonna keep it going for a little while. We are about 10 minutes away from our so-called end of the stream, but I kind of want to keep going for a few seconds here. Something I did want to run back through was our bacon video, and I really did enjoy that. So I am going to bring that back up since we are watching some very, very hot stuff there. So I just need to line myself up. Yeah, we want to turn that off, And which one do we want to turn back on? Oh, no, not that guy. I got it here somewhere. Oh, I remember what I did. I put it over here. Get rid of that and turn that on. Okay, so we're going to play that through again. This was the footage basically compressed down into a time-lapse video from mbl.is from the Natahagi Valley cam. So we wanted to look at that, and UFOs classified says lava instead. Okay. But UFO still needs landing permits and needs to pay Siggy some money. Anyway, guys, while we're looking at that, I'm going to switch the screens here, and we'll get this going and keep smiling and do our thing. So here comes basically the bacon video, as we're calling it, and it's a beautiful time lapse. And just wanted to see, it is all dark down in Nathaggy Valley. Unfortunately, we don't see very much, and of course that camera is still buffering. Wow. I'm going to go back to the one that's working best though, and here we go, another fine eruption, and we'll get her going. So thank you everyone for being in the stream today. I do appreciate each and all of you. And by all means, I want a special shout out here to the super chatters. You guys are awesome. And again, nobody needs to super chat in here, but I do appreciate if you did that. It always does help out, because I do have expenses and stuff. But as I said before, I have a fairly decent job, so not overly concerned. And I do also want to say a special thanks to my mods in here, especially of course Arizona Snowman, as well as RLC. Rob does a fantastic job with helping out with supporting me with some of the maps and things, and wonderful shots and material. Loves to play with lava. He'd like his own volcano. I know he would. He wants to take one home. And Siggy, if you meet him over in Iceland, you make sure that you check him before he leaves, because he's liable to take a volcano home with him. So, or want to, unless he burns his fingers. So. Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. Anyway, love the eruptions, and I wanted for years of Brooklyn Bridge. He stole me one. Okay. Okay, funny stuff. Funny stuff. All right, guys. Love the lava. It is awesome. And I'm going to actually just take a very short break here, guys. And we'll give it a few more minutes after my short break. And we will see you then. And we'll see about wrapping the stream up, since we are 2 hours and 5 minutes according to the stream clock. So we will be back for another 15-20 minutes or so. And hopefully everything will be good. Red fog spawn, LOL. Yeah, it is a red fog, but I still think that's a nice looking blanket we can just all like sleep on and get all cozy in. Okay, anyway, I will be back in 5, guys. Don't go away. Okay, I turned the microphone back on here for a few minutes, and we'll see what we can do to keep going. Guys, if we're going to keep going with the stream for a few more minutes, we really got to get those likes up there. We need to see at least 400 likes. I see it's at 368. Let's see what we can do. If we can keep pushing it up there, I will be happy to stay on here for a little while, and hopefully we can get up to that 400 mark and see what we can do. So Carly King is here. Howdy from Texas. Carly, you're coming just about at the end of the stream here, so hopefully we can get, if we can get the likes up to 400, I'm going to go another 15-20 minutes or so, but really want to push that up and see if we can get a few more likes, because it really does help the analytics and of course the popularity of the stream. So trying to go hard here and see if we can get a few more. Mark Bass, I just wanted to mention to you some of the wording there. If you can just kind of keep it a little bit more on the clean side. I know you got. I know you mean well, and it's not a bad thing, but just choose the words a little bit more lightly, because this is a family-oriented type show, and we do have the occasional children watching, and the verbiage has to stay clean, please. And that's just a friendly note, and I'm not trying to be a mean guy here. It's just we've been doing a good while for trying to keep it as clean as possible, so we don't have any issues. Anyway, love to see that number go up. We're at 377 with our likes, so that's pretty awesome. And I see a few more people back in here. We're still 240 people in the stream, which is absolutely great. 241 now. So don't mind that. Okay, never mean. Dr. Fox, never mean. Okay. Well, I'm not. I try not to be. I appreciate each and every one of you, and we just have to keep common sense in place and. Understand that there can be children watching, and it is not exactly what we want to present. So we want to keep it clean, keep it healthy, and let it be something that everyone can enjoy. And smoking, joking, I don't know if I said hi to you, but let's see. I was a roundhouse kick. It was a roundhouse kick. Holy mackerel. I had one of those before. They hurt. I have 21 grandchildren. They love the volcano. There you go. So Mark Bass, there you go. Okie dokie's got 21 grandchildren all around watching the stream. So kindly keep the verbiage good. We're all good. Liking and sharing, thank you, Carly. Really appreciate that. Is everyone safe in Iceland? Yes, the people are safe. Search and rescue have their limitations set up for the people, although I think Mother Nature kind of put limitations on where they can go with what's happened as far as the saddle breach and so on. So we do have a lot of good fun out there, and I think everybody's, so far I haven't heard of anybody having anything major go on. He who controls Jerusalem rules the world in the last days. Okay, Majestic, let's not be a sadist. Okay, let's keep it on the happy days. That's got really no relevance right now, because we're nowhere near that. So anyway, let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, somebody's typing in eruption, and we are just about due for another one here. I see the lights in the cooker there are starting to glow, and we could have something. Roxy Woman and Elephants. Missed the question, dare I ask? Okay, I missed that question too. It's kind of got me curious. Okay. Well, I'm not going to try to find it because it's going to be too hard for me to keep up to the chat with the higher chat rate. Anyway, yeah, for those guys who haven't hit that like button yet, you know, we're trying to hit that 400 mark at least. If you haven't, please do it. And I'm going to try to keep going for another few minutes here to at least get a 1 or 2 more eruptions in. If we hit 400, we'll definitely get 2 eruptions in yet. So that's where we're going with it, guys. And that's how long. Don't receive the mark of the beast, microchip implant in your head. Okay, majestic beyond top secret. I think that's just about enough of that kind of stuff. Okay, this isn't a stream for spreading hate material and stuff like that, and that's kind of what that's bordering on. And we're going to leave that out. So if you can't kind of clean it up a little bit, let's not say anything at all. Okay. Yeah, looks like you got timed out for a little while. It happens. So, and yeah, we do want to keep things clean in here, guys. We do have a lot of people in here that are very decent, educated people and want to learn about the volcanoes. We don't need someone in here throwing hate-mongering messages and doomsday stuff out, because that is definitely not what this stream is about. If you like to start your own stream, by all means you can spout those words out all you like there. I don't have a problem with that, but please don't do it in ours. And yeah, H2O is here. Thank you, H2O. Yeah, H2O. G. Okay, cool. Glad to have you on board. Anyway, we here for lava. That's right. Watch the eyes. They're looking at you. Oh, it's one eye is bigger than the other. And there we go. We got lava. I'm loving the lava. And anyway, those guys who haven't hit that like button yet, we're trying to hit that 400 mark, guys. Anyone who hasn't hit it and likes the stream, likes what's going on, and you want to see more in the future, by all means, do pop that like button. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to see more of these streams, by all means, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell notification for yourselves, and that should help you. If you don't know when the stream's on, please look down in the description. I do have the times posted. That way you kind of know, and I have a variety of different times there, so everybody should be able to fill themselves in, especially with having UTC, and thank God Iceland is right on that line. We got UTC time in there, so Universal Coordinated Time, or time coordinate. At least you can set everything from there and get yourself online at the right time. So I see it. We're at 394. We're getting close. We're getting close. Let's see if we can get 400. Because if you get 400, you get another eruption. So come on, guys. We'll see if we can do this. We'll turn the pipes on one more time after this if you get 400. Too much fun. Oh, we're just about there. Just about. We got 5 more to go. So don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Anyway, yeah, wow. Look at the volume of lava coming out this time. And that is a lot of lava. And we got like just flows going towards Bob on the left-hand side. And here's more splooshing up top in the crater itself. Okay, and it's starting to ease up now. Wow, is that ever awesome? That is really cool. Okay, we're just about at 390. Well, we are at 397. We want to see if we can hit 400 to stay on another eruption. So 3 more likes. It couldn't be that hard to get 3 more likes out of you guys to get to 400, and then we'll leave it on and we'll watch one more eruption after this and see what happens. We're 399 now. There we go. 402. Okay, we're bound and committed. We are going to have to wait till the next eruption finishes before we shut down the stream. So you guys did it. It's almost to the brim. Yes, actually, it's overflowing the brim at times. And it's just absolutely amazing to see that. And, you know, if you think about it, you can stick a soccer pitch inside that. That's a lot of lava in there when it is full, like filled right up. That is just an amazing amount of lava. Now, I don't know the exact physical dimensions on the inside, but, you know, like if you get 100 meters deep and 100 by 100 meters kind of thing, that's going to be a whole bunch. I don't know. It's just incredible. And right now, I don't know, it really spread out this time, so I wish we could see what's actually going on in the foreground. One very warm blanket, you betcha, crazy coffee man. And it is indeed. We're going to go shoot for the 420? Angela says 420, please. Okay, let's not put that, Jeff. Jeffrey Anderson, let's be nice, okay? I know you meant that that's funny, but let's be nice. Any new info on the composition of the lava now? No, I haven't seen any. Nothing. The latest and greatest I haven't seen. We still have the earlier specs up as far as what we had before, and I think we did have it in kind of a video format, but I don't think it. We also had it in a straight sheet, but it hadn't shown anything really different on there. So from the previous one that I had, so I didn't bother showing it. There's no flow into Nat Haggy tonight. Actually, there is flow in there, but not a big flow. And let's see if we go to a couple of the other cameras, we can maybe see a little bit. And it is raining pretty bad over there too. So maybe that lava stream has decided the plumbing wasn't right and wanted to push it elsewhere. If we look at the other angle here, and now this is our original cam 1, and yes guys, I do understand it is very blurry because it is very wet, but we do have a hot spot right out front here, and that is something that we got to kind of wonder. So remember what I said, the lava level in this valley, wherever the edge was here, is coming up, and it continues to come up, and you know, eventually we're going to be up here. So let it cook, let it roll. It's doing its thing. So Chris Johnson, Dr. Fox, it will be really interesting when the gap fills in and the flow pours almost evenly all the way around the crater. Yeah, it's going to fill in, and you know what's going to happen is then your next victim, and you know, we know Bob was down here somewhere, and Bob's basically a goner, right? But what's going to happen is once the lava gets up a little bit higher, guess who's next? And we won't say Sif but guess who's next? So it's going to be, days are going to be numbered, you know, as long as that lava continues to rise. So that's something that you really have to bear in mind here. Okay, let's pop down, see what else there's. So we are bribing the viewers with eruptions for likes now. Ever wonder if there's just what? Enabling everyone's lava addiction here. Well, that is your 12 part of your 12-step program to become addicted to lava. Just come and watch it for a little while. Look at the screen. Go, okay, that stream isn't good enough, but look back at this picture and just stare and have your time with Zen and this is beautiful lava. Anyway. That was just too much Zen for me. I had to cough. Sorry, guys. Oh, but looking at this monster on the screen, it is pretty awesome looking. Okay, so we're at 416 likes, guys. Are we gonna get just 4 more? We got to get that magic number. We need 4 more likes. Oh, we're at 418. Okay, come on, 2 more. And then I'm going to be getting ready to, there we go. There's that magic number for everyone, 420. Good job, you guys. I really, really appreciate it. 12 centimeters by 12 by 60 by 10 equals 7,200 centimeters. What are you figuring out here? Per eruption. Oh, okay. That's a lot. Very large amount. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we're gonna do one more eruption for sure, guys, and then after that we will have to start cutting this. We still think we still need Bob t-shirts. You bet. Actually, I've got a lot of things cooking on my plate right now, but I am still looking at that. Like I said, I've already worked on the Bob picture. I have the Bob picture, and I have a potential bunny picture, but I've got some other things that I wanted to try, and I'm still looking at how I can come up with something for Ragnarok kind of thing. So gonna work on that. We'll see how things go, and then of course I need enough time to actually set that up. It's not that hard to order these things, and it's fairly easy to send in the material from what I understood. So NightBot is getting weird on me. Well, quit playing with the NightBot, Rob. Oh, okay. Where you getting weird with the NightBot? I didn't see anything going on. Now you got me curious. I'm going up the stream here and seeing. Oh, you summoned. Yeah. Well, Rob, you can always take NightBot up on that offer, you know. I'm going to leave that comment alone. Sorry, I had to bump that microphone for a second there. It's everything is good. NightBot's mom's is a bucket of bolts. Come on. Here we go, guys. A lovely lava time. Kim Raudenbush just got in the door. He made it on the tail end saying, don't go, because he's missed the entire stream. And I'm glad you got here, though, Kim, and very happy to have. I feel so dirty right now. Gonna take a lava shower. I don't know, Rob. That's okay. Never mind. X-Nate. Want to keep it clean. Oh, yeah. Just don't use the lava that's on the screen. Okay, that's a little bit too hot. Kim, why are you so disappointed? You're here, and we love you. Glad that you made it, and that's excellent. Chase Bowman is also here. How hot is that? If you're looking at the on the screen, so the lava that is looking very whitish, if it's almost white, it's about 1200 degrees Celsius. Once it gets down into the yellows, it's going to be 1100. Once it gets an orangey kind of color, it's going to be about 1000 degrees. So the white stuff usually you see once it starts slowing down here a little bit, the camera focuses a little bit better on it. But the really, really light areas, so 1200 degrees Celsius, which is almost 2200 degrees Fahrenheit, and that will give you a pretty good idea of how hot that is. And the gradients as you go down, the deeper the color, the less heat in it. And like right now, if you're looking right dead center in the front there at the bottom where it's going into the lava tube, it looks pretty white. And that right there will be about 1200 degrees C. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of info. JH2O says, I've noticed this volcano field off itself and surrounding volcanoes. It keeps recycling itself. No, I don't think so. It's not recycling itself. It's building new land. Okay, Kim says, you said I got here at the tail end. I thought you were ending the stream. I am ending the stream. And I just wanted to give one more eruption here. But yes, Kim, you are in at the tail end of the stream. I'm not trying to be a bad guy. It's just I can't keep going forever. You know, I need to do stuff like eat and, you know, rest my voice and things like that. But I love streaming. The lava tube is plugged. Actually, the lava tubes aren't so necessarily plugged, Ed. What can happen is because of the amount of lava that is flowing all of a sudden, it's just such a massive amount that it will cause a buildup of a gas bubble in there and basically give you a plugged pipe. And then what has to happen is that bubble basically has to burp back through, and either it gets pushed on or the lava starts to slide underneath it, and it causes the bubble to break up or lengthen out, and the lava flow will flow again. So these tubes are very, very unique when you watch them, and I've actually watched some very cool videos of some of the stuff that they showed in Hawaii, and the lava tubes are cool and interesting. Really, they are. It's basically the Mother Nature's own tunnels that it's building, or basically a pipeline of lava. It's really, really awesome. Watching creation is beautiful. Yes, Shannon, and that it is. It is a beautiful event. This whole thing, right from day one to now, gotta lava it. Yeah. The whole event from day one up to day 82 so far here, it's been dynamic, and we've seen changes pretty much every day. So this is an ongoing event. We should all feel pretty privileged to be able to see this and be thankful that we can be witness to it, because it's not something you're going to see ever again somewhere else. You might, but right now with this same kind of coverage, the same kind of camera views and so on, the likelihood of you seeing anything is going to be very little. So it is a super awesome experience to see all this. Cal H is here. Thank you and good night, Dr. Fox. As always, great stream session. Okay, going to watch Loki now. Hope it's good. Okay, you enjoy that. Serpentplexing saying good night, Dr. Fox2000, and I appreciate each and every one of you having been in the stream here tonight. I really enjoy having you here. And Rogue Mind, I was reading earlier, it was up to 7 cones erupting back to 1 now. Okay. Yep. Eat TV dinners, hoagies, pizza, stromboli, Chicago hot dog. Actually, I had a burger for lunch today, which wasn't a bad burger, but it was like it's a beef burger, but the guy deep fried it. I thought that was a kind of a different way of cooking it. That was actually not bad. So, but I'll see what I don't know what I want for supper yet. Miss Cynthia, welcome and glad to have you back on board. Battery dead on the laptop, phone now. Okay, well, Angela, I'm not going to be holding the stream up too much longer. Sorry, I'm going to take one more, going to let it erupt one more time, and then after that I will shut it down. A hoagie is what we call a submarine sandwich. I'm not sure if you have those over there. If you go to a 7-Eleven here, you can buy a hoagie. It's about 9-inch long bun that has been sliced in half, and they loaded up with various things. The standard hoagie, I think, had what was it, bologna and pepperoni on it and some cheese or something like that. Some of the fancier ones would also include lettuce and a few other garnishes, maybe tomatoes and things like that. So Gary's Variety Channel. Okay, lads and ladies, I'm going to have to go 3.5 hours. Okay, Gary, thank you for being here. Appreciate you, bud. And you take care. Have a super good night. Above water? What? We eat sandwiches above water. Okay. Well, no, it is a submarine sandwich. Okay, that doesn't mean it's a submariner. It is just a submarine sandwich. But, okay, guys. We'll let the last eruption go. I'm going to get off of here. And you guys all keep smiling, and of course that makes people try to guess what you're actually up to. But I am going to say very good night to each and every one of you. You take care. Some people that I missed here, Margie, welcome, or Margie Lynn, I think it is. Glad to have had you here as well. And you guys all take care. Every one of you. Judy Rowlett, welcome as well. And I know I didn't see you earlier there. So also we had Anne, Oleg, all those guys that I missed. I do apologize, but hopefully we've got them. Sounding 6 is another one that I missed. So good to have all you guys in here. Really do appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are what makes the stream happen. So I'm going to bow out gracefully. Dina, I just woke up. Time to say my goodbye. Okay, Dina, you have a guten Abend oder guten Morgen jetzt. And hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow morning or tomorrow sometime on the next stream. David Segar, night. Glad to have had you here. Also Chase Bowman, all you guys, very good. Good to have you. Later kids from Siggy, cool. T Light was also here. Glad to have you. You were in. Anyway, guys, my voice is going. Here comes the last eruption of the day. I'm going to put the old sign up saying thank you for watching. Hey, what happened there? It's awful close to the other one. Somebody been pushing my signs around again? I think so. There we go. Okay, that should be a little better spacing. And we're going to see what happens, chat, soonish. Yeah, I got to take a partial eclipse in UK tomorrow morning. Okay, Rob, I got to take a few minutes before I do any chatting anywhere. So anyway, you guys, take care. All the best. Appreciate each and every one of you being here. Special thanks to the super chatters tonight. Sorry, my voice is done. I had to cough. As I said, special thanks to the super chatters tonight. Also, a special thanks to Siggy and the landowners for being gracious and allowing all the traffic on their land to be able to view this wonderful event. And of course, thank you to every one of you who has joined our stream. So please have yourselves a good night, good day, or good evening, good morning, whichever it may be, since we are covering the entire globe. And thank you all for being here. And on that note, I just want to add one piece of advice. Please tell your loved ones you love them today or tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. Good night, everyone.